Mass exodus of families from Syria's besieged city of Homs continued with an extension to the three-day humanitarian ceasefire. On Tuesday, Syrian officials and rebel leaders met in Geneva on the second day of a new round of peace negotiations. As Richard Bestic in Geneva reports, getting both sides into the same room turned out to be the biggest achievement of the day.
The breakneck speed of the UN's vehicles is to avoid sniper fire. But despite the evident dangers, hundreds make their way in long lines for the protection on offer. A slow walk to safety behind the high sides of the UN's white cars. More than 1,500 people have now escaped Homs in the days since the UN was able to move in after 18 months of siege. This man says it's the hunger driving him out. In other parts of Syria, the fighting continues unabated. Armed jihadist fighters move through the streets in this unverified social media footage, purporting to be from the village of Man, the scene of a massacre Sunday. At the peace talks in Geneva, though, nothing to suggest an end in sight to the killing. Around the table, bitter arguments.
Clearly, there has been no progress today. Even on the agenda, the regime was arguing with Mr. Ibrahimi, not allowing him to come up with an agenda that would be acceptable by all parties.
Today, they wasted all the time discussing nothing, saying that there is no terrorism in Syria.
Even the normally positive UN mediator, Lakhdar Brahimi, has begun to question his famed abilities as a peacemaker.
I'm not sure whether I can impose an agenda on people who don't want to, how can you put a gun on their heads?
On Friday, senior officials from the US and Russia are coming here to see if they can instill some sense of urgency into these peace talks. However, on current form, it's hard to see how they can do any better than the UN mediator, Mr. Brahimi. Richard Bestic, CCTV, at the Syria peace talks in Geneva.